is the last day of November 2024, and it is time for a habit update. I know, I missed last month. I'm sorry about that. Super busy, but we'll get into that and all of the happenings that are going on and the things coming up. Lots of fun stuff for December. But first, my name is Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance, and if you're new to this series, in 2024, in January of 2024, I came up with a list of 5 goals that I wanted to focus on this year, quilting goals that is, and each month or so, sometimes I miss a month, I update everyone on my progress of my goals, and that's what this video is. So let's get started. My first goal for 2024 is to keep my cutting table clear. I actually have done great. I really think that I have knocked this one out of the park. I don't even think it needs to be on the list. Well, luckily we're coming to the end of the year anyway, and I need to make a new list if I keep doing the series. Let me know in the comments if you want me to keep doing this series too, by the way. But anyway, it's a habit now. I definitely clear it off whenever it does get all junked up or piled up almost immediately. And if it is like that for a while, like when we were doing the installation of the shelves, it kind of drove me crazy. So I definitely think this is a habit that I have established this year. And I'm really proud of myself for that. I do have some ideas of what I want to go into 2025 with, because there are some other trouble spots in my sewing area that I might focus on. But for this one, I nailed it, knocked it out of the park. I'm going to give myself a 5 out of 5. So happy that this habit became established. The next one I also did really well. In fact, I did well on most of my habits this month, or the last 2 months, I guess it is. And that's finishing projects. I made a ton of table runners for a video that I made, and I ended up, I think, making 6 or 7 of the table runners just as samples, and then I give them away as gifts. I also finished up the snowflake quilt, which I have a video on this too. I showed the journey of making this quilt. It's so pretty. I love how it turned out. I made a few other projects that I'll talk about when I talk about community, because there were some things that I made in workshops. I really had a productive 2 months in my sewing room and got a lot of stuff done. And I'm so proud of myself for that, because one of the things I really wanted to do was go into 2025 without any UFOs or unfinished projects from 2024. Now, I have some from before 2024, but I wanted to really go into it clean without any new UFOs. And I also finished up one UFO from, I think, 2 or 3 years ago, which was the pumpkin quilt. I still have to get that quilted, but the top is done, and I am so happy about that. Another thing I made was this really cute Santa's hat. I love how it turned out. I'll put a link to the pattern below. I got it on Etsy. There is quite a bit of waste when making this, just so you know. So make sure you read through the directions and stuff if you do purchase it and are okay with that. But I like the way it turned out. It's so cute. All right, moving on to healthy quilting. And if you've been following along, you know that this includes my own health, making sure I'm taking movement breaks, drinking a lot of water, which I didn't do. I was terrible with this month, or 2 months. I keep saying 1 month, but it's 2 months. I was terrible with it. That's why I'm giving myself a 4 out of 5, because of the water thing. Anyway, I was also working on my environment, and we put in new lights. We also built shelves. And when I say we, I'm talking mostly about my husband. The shelves, yay, have been installed. They are amazing. I even loaded them and they look great. I am going to continue into 2025 in remodeling this entire room. For now, I'm just so happy with it. I feel so organized. I feel so put together. It's gorgeous. I love the way it looks. And I love that I have everything at my fingertips. But because of the water thing, I really do need to stay hydrated, and I've been terrible at it. And because of that, I am giving myself a 4 out of 5 on it. Okay, the next one is something, if you watched last time when I had an update, you know about the free motion quilting and how I was just done. I'm not going to do it anymore. So I'm giving myself a 0 out of 5. It was something I wanted to work on this year. It's something I did not work on this year, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with getting a 0 in this, because I feel like it was growth on my own part on realizing this wasn't for me. I did, however, do some more walking foot quilting, and really am loving that. I even bought 2 of the books, the walk books, and I'm going to keep honing those skills, because I do love the look of it, and I enjoy that part a lot better than I did free motion quilting. So that's going to be shelved for probably a while, maybe even forever, and I'm going to focus on walking foot quilting. Still got a 0 in that. And I know some of you might say that I shouldn't, but I really should, because I didn't complete that habit, and I did not complete that goal. And Goal number 5 was engaging in the quilting community, and I did that too in the last couple months. I took a few classes. I took a class with Janella, I think that's how you say her name, Macbeth. She wrote this book, and I made this quilt, or quilt top. I still need to finish it. I love it. It was just a wonderful way to use up your scraps, and I had a lot of fun with it too. I also was taking a few other classes online, and I just have been very productive in the community. As many of you know and realize that quilting can be a very lonely, isolating hobby if you let it. So getting out there and getting with other quilters and with our tribe is so important. Now, I do have some wonderful things coming up. I have the Jenny's Countdown to Christmas that starts tomorrow, December 1st, 2024. I will be doing a daily unboxing or unwrapping of the gifts like I do every single year. I'll put links to the previous years in the comments below. I'm also participating in Quiltmas this year. So from December 1st through the 12th, there's going to be a different YouTube quilting creator each day that's going to present a video. There's going to be some special events around that too. So stay tuned for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm day 10. Yes, I'm day 10. So you'll be able to see my video on December 10th, but make sure you follow along and play along with the whole process. I'll put a link to all of this below in the description, and of course I have a blog for this video too, so you can always check that out. I'm also starting to think about 2025 goals, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on your goals for 2025, and maybe even ones for me and what I should include. Stay tuned for my newsletter. If you're not signed up, please make sure you're signed up, because I will have a worksheet to help us come up with some goals for 2025 as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.